As one of Denver's founding institutions, the Denver Athletic Club has contributed to the health and vitality of our community since its establishment in 1884. Indeed, for more than a century, the most active and influential members of the Denver community have made the DAC the place to belong. Consistently ranked one of the top 10 athletic clubs by the Platinum Clubs of America, the DAC remains strong and robust as it moves through its second century. William D. Rathvon is the father of the Denver Athletic Club. He saw that an athletic movement was taking place across America, and that Denver, with its perennial aspirations of becoming a big league city, was ripe for an athletic club. The old First Baptist Church on 18th and Curtis was the first home of the Denver Athletic Club. The founders liked the building because it worked very well as a gymnasium. Thus, the DAC was born, with charter members assessed initiation fee of $3. In the fall of 1890, the DAC moved out of the small second-hand church into the current landmark building on 1325 Glenarm Place. Upon completion, in the fall of 1892, the new enlarged clubhouse had become a reality for $250,000, which at the time was an astronomical amount of money. It was one of the tallest buildings in Denver and visible from all over downtown. When the Denver Athletic Club held its grand opening, crowds rushed to the basement to inspect one of the city's first bowling alleys. Soon, many Denver bowling groups were fishing for invitations to play the new lanes. On November 15, 1890, the DAC inaugurated its new athletic park, where East High School now stands, with a football game. This was the first football game for both the DAC and the University of Colorado. The club library, established in 1900, collected over 8,000 volumes, becoming one of Denver's most elegant and complete libraries. Legal liquor lounges died on New Year's Eve of 1916, when Colorado began the Noble experiment. The club had one last grand wet party to dispose of its entire stock of alcohol. After the final bash, the DAC draped its punch bowl in mourning cloth. Happy days returned to the DAC in 1933, following the national repeal of Prohibition. In 1931, the club allowed unmarried women and widows to be admitted as lady members. Women quickly added a new dimension to the club's social calendar. While members and staff were setting up the gymnasium for the 1951 Valentine's Day dance, a waiter saw sparks landing on the cotton tablecloths at 3 p.m. Flames leapt to the curtains, and a large fire quickly broke out. It was dark, almost 8 p.m. before the fire was under control. Firefighters were able to rescue over 100 people. 4 did not get out alive. A DAC tradition from the 1960s ended abruptly in 1980 after a popular but short-lived stint at the club. Gold Rush nights were heavily attended at the club. However, authorities, nagged by the press, cracked down on all gambling games. During the 1960s and 70s, the DAC held monthly Friday night team dances that attracted a full house of high school students. They danced from 9 p.m. to midnight. After gaining fame for outdoor athletics and as a social club, in the 1970s, the DAC returned to the primary purpose of its founders, to provide indoor exercise and recreation for its members. Exercise classes, once popular in 1884 when the club was founded, re-emerged as a major activity. Completion of the new gym in 1973 ended an old dilemma by allowing conversion of the old gym into an elegant full-time ballroom. Members quickly broke into the large new gym with its 6 basketball goals, badminton, and volleyball facilities. Additional squash courts were added along with a new squash pro. International champion Hashim Khan was hired, and the DAC jumped from 24 players to hundreds. In 1976, the club established an annual awards banquet to honor Colorado's Professional Athlete of the Year and the DAC's Athlete of the Year. This program keeps with the DAC's original goal of 1884, to help publicize and popularize local athletics. For more than 125 years, dedicated members have made the DAC far more than a physical landmark. In 1979, the DAC was designated a national landmark and placed on the National Register of Historic Places for its role in the development of organized athletics and as a pioneer social organization in the Denver area. In 1984, DAC members elected its first woman president, Lori Daniels. This was a turning point for the club, considering it started off as a men's club only. The DAC started hosting member appreciation nights in 1995 as a way to thank all of its loyal and dedicated members. The complimentary event happens once a year. It involves a variety of food and entertainment for all ages. In the early days, members worked out in a small, poorly lit area of the club. That all changed in 1996 as a 20,000 square foot spacious fitness center was added. This two-story fitness center with large windows overlooking downtown brought members state-of-the-art fitness equipment along with studios for cycling and group exercise. Necessary club renovations were underway fast. Among the renovations that took place over the next 5 years were the atrium, Glenarm entrance, the grand ballroom, and most of the third floor. Throughout its history, the Denver Athletic Club has continuously balanced tradition with modernization. For its members, the DAC provides a welcome haven from the rest of their hectic lives. The club still hosts social events that harken back to a more genteel time. At the same time, the club has recognized and stayed at the forefront of trends in athletic and fitness, changes in family and social structures, and changing lifestyles.